And welcome into the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales, service, and side-by-sides. I'm Dylan Corbett. We're broadcasting live East River at Augustana University, the site for Post 22's pool play as they look to get started with the 2019 Dakota Classic here with first pitch coming up a little bit behind scheduled here, but the managers are meeting at the plate currently as we welcome you into the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show. You can find them on East Philadelphia for the best auto body work and customer service in the Black Hills. It's J&J Truck and Auto Body. Ricky Larson, operator of HardhatsTV, to my right. And let's get into it here with the Brookings Bandits playing post 22. The Bandits are 7-4 coming in, and they will be the home team for this Game 1 matchup. They flipped a coin beforehand. Brookings apparently undefeated in coin flips. They will be the home team. Post 22 will bat first and take their 17-8 record into the three-game pool play set. Of course, the winner of this pool here at Augie will play 6 p.m. tomorrow night with the hopes of advancing in the bracket play to Sunday's championship. If they lose, they'll play a consolation game on Sunday, which I assume will be here at Augustana as well. In terms of pool play, we've got this game against Brookings, followed by a game coming up roughly around 4 p.m. Mountain Time against Kindred from North Dakota, and then tomorrow morning at 9:30 Mountain will be a matchup against the Columbus team from Nebraska. So we're getting you set for the Brookings Bandits and the post-22 Hardhats, as the Hardhats are coming off a loss to Sturgis at home, 9-5. Ryan Bachman was 2 for 4 in that game, extending his hit streak to 11 games. Remember, the season high was 13-game hit streak for Matthew Hegre, as Ryan Bachman's hot on his heels. Drew Messer also riding a lengthy hit streak. He's got an 8-game hit streak coming into this game. For Brookings, they started out the season 4-1, so a good start, but they have since gone 3-3. However, they have won 3 of their last 4 games because they played a triangular over the course of Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. They beat Sioux Falls West twice on Tuesday, 4-3, and then 17-13. Kind of some football scores in here on the schedule for Brookings. They beat Aberdeen on Wednesday too, 17-6. You get the idea, and then lost to Sioux Falls East, a team that Post 22 also fell to once this season. That score was 22-12. Hope we're not in store for a game of that magnitude. We'll see though. The wind is whipping in out from left field, so that's the case here East River in most cases, and it's going to be that way here on this Friday matinee for Brookings and Post 22. What does that mean? It means it's going to be tricky playing in the outfield. It means a lot of foul balls are going to drift out of play, and it means we might not see much offense. Things could change, obviously, but that's just my thoughts process for the wind gusting in from left field. They're going through starting lineups here on the field. We'll go through them quickly over the airwaves as well. They're built by Connect Home Center and Ace Hardware. Connect Home Center, your hometown lumberyard since 1928. And Ace Hardware, Ace is the place. Post 22, the visitors will have Mason Messenger leading off and playing short. Ryan Bachman at second, batting second. Matthew Hegre, good to see him back in the field. He'll play third and bat third. Alex Weaver moves up to the cleanup spot. He'll be in center field, as, if I'm not mistaken, Branson Keel, who will bat fifth, will be DHing in this game. Jace Caldwell will be over at the bag at first. Blake Weaver will be in left field batting seventh. Thomas McGuire gets the start. He's been swinging a hot twig lately. He'll get the start behind home plate. And Drew Messer, carrying his 8-game hit streak into this game, will bat ninth and play out in right field. Jake Goebel will be on the hill for the Hardhats as he'll draw the start against this Brookings Bandits team. The stat line so far for Goebel, something to improve on, as this will be his 5th start of the year. He carries in a 2-1 record, but the ERA is inflated at 6.83, and never a good sign when you got more walks than strikeouts. That's the case so far, 18 walks as opposed to just 16 strikeouts over 13 in the third innings pitched. So they're hoping to get a good effort out of Jake Goebel starting on the mound here against Brookings today. For the Bandits, we'll get to their lineup here in just a second, as we're about to have our nation's anthem performed here at the ballpark here. Turf field on the infield, and then grass for the outfield here at Augustana University. Of course, Augustana baseball, the 2018 NCAA D2 national champions. So a very good baseball program here. They got an excellent press box here. We're right next to the suites as well. We were definitely starstruck coming in here. A nice setup for 3 games of the Dakota Classic. Hardhats getting ready to square off against Brookings first in pool play. See if they can make some noise here after a tough loss against Sturgis. Again, I think we estimated it was about 14 or 15 years that was the last time Sturgis beat the Hardhats at the Fitz. They lost 9-5 at home earlier this week. See if the Hardhats can use that as a motivation factor to try and make some noise here in a pretty talented pool of teams at the Dakota Classic. We'll find out. Game 1 is shortly away with first pitch. We'll wrap up our starting lineups next and the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show after this 3-minute break here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
Do you drive a Subaru? Did you know that J&J
From first pitch in Game 1 of the Hardhats pool play at the 2019 Dakota Classic here at Augustana University. I'm Dylan Corbett in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. And we are about set for Brookings and the Hardhats. Brookings in white-on-white jerseys, maroon their secondary color today. Hardhats will be in their Carolina blue tops with the blood red letters and numbers and white pants. Sam Mason Messenger will dig in against the starter, Jacob Schoen. First pitch is high and tight at 12:09 Central Time. For first pitch, 1-0. There's a called strike, 1-1. Press box directly behind home plate. Plenty of AC. They're taking care of us here at Augie. The 1-1. This is looped out to shallow right. This wind is going to push it all the way foul. That's going to be the case against the right-handed lineup of the Hardhats. I feel like all game, a lot of loopers out to right might be pushed foul. Maybe some hot shots out to left might be knocked down by this wind. And it's going to be very tricky to be a center fielder playing today. So it'll be a 1-2 after the foul ball. Showing a right-hander. Deals. Tried to tie him up, but it is laid off up and in. And it counts even at 2 for Messenger. U.S. Open going on today, round 2. No baseball until tonight as Messenger's out in front of one. Diving stop over at the bag at third. Throw is a bit low, but dug out of this turf here at Augie. And a nice play, 5-3 for the first out to Rob Messenger of a leadoff single. We'll bring up Ryan Bachman. Ryan Bachman, the owner of an 11-game hit streak. The season high came from Matt Hegre with 13. So he's creeping up on that mark. As the first pitch is looped out to left and caught on one knee out there in left field as the wind might have knocked that down. Trevor Barrett on the catch. Let's take a look defensively for this Brookings Bandits team. At the hot corner, it's Parker Rickus, Tyler Kreitner at short. His double play partner is Jackson Krogman. As the pitch home to Hegre is up and in 1-0. Over at first base is Tanner Shepardson, and then left to right in the outfield, it's Trevor Barrett who just made that catch. Justin Devon out in center, and then Rhett Zielinski out in right field, with the catcher being Cole Malum. It's a 2-0 to Hegre. Looking for a 1-2-3 first is shown. This is going to be lifted out to center field. Wind will carry it over to right center, but the catch is made for a 1-2-3 first inning as Devon will haul it in out in right center. So a 1-2-3 inning, we'll see the Brookings Bandits up to bat. Jake Goebel, the starter for the Hardhats for pool play game 1. And we'll tell you about the lineup for Brookings coming up next here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
FM and 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and streaming at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
A 1-2-3 first inning, and now the Hardhats will take the field as they meet at the mound. Getting ready to face the top 3 in the Brookings lineup. Let's wrap up our Connect Home Center and Ace Hardware starting lineups. Connect Home Center, your hometown lumberyard since 1928. Ace Hardware, Ace is the place. It's Tyler Kreitner leading off. Was watching him in warm-ups. He's got some incredible feel for the position of shortstop as he can really turn a double play. Just watching him move in the field during warm-ups, you can tell this guy's a stud. He leads off against Jake Goebel as the pitch comes in, and he looks at a strike right down the pipe. Justin Devon is in the on-deck circle. He's in center. Jacob Schoen, the opposing pitcher, batting third. Parker Rickus is at the hot corner. Rhett Zielinski out in right, batting fifth. Tanner Shepardson, as this one is popped up on the infield, and it was on a hop, and then Goebel got to it. It was a high chopper, and he throws it past Caldwell over at the bag. It was defense that did them in the loss to Sturgis at home, and an eerie start to this home half of the first, as that's going to be a base hit and a throwing error, as Kreitner will be at second. So an early E1, never a good sign, and all of a sudden the Bandits have a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Rhett Zielinski in right, Tanner Shepardson at first is batting sixth. Trevor Barrett out on left will bat seventh. Jackson Krogman, the second baseman, and then Cole Malum, the catcher, rounds out the order for the Brookings Bandits. It's a called strike to Devin, who stands in with a runner on second. Jake Goebel on the mound. Mentioned his ERA a bit inflated to start the year. Looking to get that down with a good outing here today. He's going to have to work around some trouble after the single and a throwing error. Blows a fastball by Devin, and it's quickly 0-2. Goebel, the focal point of our key to the game for this matchup against the Bandits, brought to you by your local experts at Rapid City Paintless Dent Repair on 926 Main Street. They've got immediate openings right now, and they provide you with a free estimate of your car's damage. Working with all insurance companies, providing deductible assistance as well as a lifetime warranty. You can find them on 926 Main Street. The key to the game is going to be for Jake Goebel to throw strikes. You got two things here. You got a good defense behind him. Matthew Hegry back at the bag at third. You've got your double play partners in Messenger and Bachman at their primary positions at short and second. Caldwell's back in the field at first as well. And you got the wind behind you. So just throw strikes. Mentioned he's got more walks than strikeouts, unfortunately, to start the season. He's also lost his helmet the last two pitches he's thrown. The wind just gusting it off. But just pitch to contact. Let the wind and your defense do the work. And hopefully that'll be the only error of the game. Unfortunately, it came on the first play, but you definitely got to cut down on those. High and tight, some chin music for Justin Devin. And from 0-2 to 3-2. First base unoccupied after the single and an E1 throwing error. Devin batting from the right side. He'll await the 3-2, trying to avoid the walk. He could not. 4 straight balls will put Devin on first. And again, trouble with command early on here in the first. And that's going to draw our first mound visit presented by High Plains Physical Therapy Associates. Are you tired of your injuries controlling your daily performance? Learn how to take back your health at highplainspt.com. Here's the opposing pitcher, Jacob Schoen, trying to help himself out here in the first inning. 0-0 game. And Brookings looking to strike first. Wind whipping in out from left field. We've got a great view of the football stadium here as well. Just out over left field. Pitch all the way to the backstop. And now 2 runners in scoring position as Schoen will take ball 1. Wild pitch moves Kreitner to third, moves Devin up to second. So tough start here for the Hardhats. See if they could squeak out of this inning unscathed or at least try and limit the damage. You got to throw strikes first, the 1-0. Gets a high fastball by the swinging bat of Schoen, 1-1. In case you missed it, the Toronto Raptors, their first NBA Finals championship in franchise history last night, beating the Warriors, who lost Klay Thompson. This is deflected off the mound. Goebel got a glove on it. It goes luckily right to Bachman at second. His only play at first, and it's going to be an RBI ground out, 1-4-3, and Brookings has an early 1-0 lead. 1-4-3 will score Kreitner and move Devin over to third. They do get the first out of the inning. Again, that was one of those lucky plays on the mound where you get a glove on it and it goes right to your defender. Pitch home, a swing and a miss to Parker Rickus, 0-1. Showing the RBI ground out. Helps him out on the mound. 0-1 pitch. This is going to sneak past the mid of Thomas McGuire, and it's 2-0. Goebel's not happy about something. as he is going to return to the mound after losing his helmet, or hard hat, I guess I should say, rather, for the third time this inning due to this wind. And, okay, they are going to give him an actual ball cap now because he can't keep it on his head. First time that's occurred all season. You know, at what point do you sacrifice the hard hat for better control of your demeanor out on the mound? This pitch is fouled back as it was clearly an issue. Kept falling off the head of Jake Goebel, so he'll grab a good old ball cap and resume pitching duties. It'll be 1-2 to Rickus. Ground ball to the left side. A sliding play made by Hegre. Gets up to his feet and throws him out. Pretty defensive effort. Nice to see him back at the hot corner. 5-3 for out number 2. Here's Rhett Zielinski. I'm going to have to check Game Changer here, but I'm wondering if that was a pass ball or maybe a wild pitch on Devin scoring. It's 2-0 Brookings here in the first, and now the base is clear with 2 outs for Rhett Zielinski, and Goebel attacking him quickly with a 1-1 count. Post 74, the Bandits, a 2-0 lead over the Hardhats in inning number 1. Zielinski is going to chop this one off the plate, and then a high bouncer is going to allow the wind to push that foul of the line. So that was ruled a pass ball in which Devin will score. That'll be against McGuire. 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors for Brookings after they set down the Hardhats 1-2-3 in the top half of the frame. Hardhats with an E1 in this inning. Hey, swing and a miss. Goebel gets his first strikeout of the afternoon, and it'll end the inning, but not before the Bandits strike first for 2 runs across in the inning. We head to the second next on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
What if a bank wasn't built around money? What if it was built around you? Around people who choose us as the ones to secure not only their wealth, but their dignity. Their todays and tomorrows, doing great things, energizing entire communities. That is more valuable than money. And it's what we've built this bank to hold. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
At 11:50 a.m. Fox Sports Rapid City and streaming at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Hardhats begin the top of the second, trailing 2-0. Alex Weaver leading off, and the first pitch he sees will pop it up on the infield. Shortstop Kreitner there for the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now here's Branson Keel. And a first pitch curveball in there for a strike. Schoen, a 1-2-3 first. He set down 4 straight with an out here in the top of the second. 0-1 pitch. Fouled back. And 0-2. The count quickly ahead of Keel. 2-0 Brookings in game 1 of the scheduled 3 for pool play here at the Dakota Classic. We'll face Kindred later tonight, 4 p.m. Mountain roughly for the start time there, depending on how the games go today, of course. The 0-2 missing, up and in, 1-2 to Keel. And now the pitch from the right-hander. bounces one in, a 58-foot breaking pitch, and it's 2-2 as Kiel battles back. It'll be Columbus and Brookings right after this game, and then 22 will return and face Kindred. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Kreitner with it. He's got an arm, and he shows it off for the 6-3 put out for out number 2. 5 in a row set down to start the game for Schoen, and here's Jace Caldwell. Tomorrow, get your coffee ready, 9:30 a.m., first pitch, Mountain Time. It'll be Columbus against Post 22. And then we'll wait and see after pool play later that night if they'll play or if they got a consolation game on Sunday. First pitch strike on the inner half to Caldwell, 0-1. Justin Rose leading the U.S. Open at 7 under. Matt Kuchar, watch out. He's on the prowl. 2 strokes back. 1-1 pitch from Schoen, looking for another 1-2-3. Curveball, looped out to right, dropping fast, but a diving catch is made to rob Caldwell of a 2-out hit. Zielinski playing that well. 6 in a row set down for Schoen to start this game. Brookings has a 2-0 lead, and they're quickly back with the bats in her hand next on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
On 106.7 FM and 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and streaming at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
And first pitch swinging. It's a ground ball to the left side, and the throw is going to get away. Thinking that might be the second error of the game, but that was the first pitch to Tanner Shepardson as we welcome you back into the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Home half of the second inning. And Jake Goebel back out there, but unfortunately, the leadoff man's going to reach on what I'm assuming is an error, and our guy Thad on Game Changer agrees. That'll be an E5. Second error of the game as the sloppiness continues, unfortunately, for Post 22, dating back to the loss to Sturgis at home earlier this week. Brings in the first lefty in the lineup, Trevor Barrett, and a runner on after the E5. Pitch is up at the eyes. 2-0 the count. Barrett, the left fielder, bats from the left side. Where's number 1? Goebel with the 2-0. Outside corner strike. 2-1. Jackson Krogman on deck. Cole Malem to follow. Hardhats have been set down, 6 up, 6 down. Against Schoen on the hill. Pitch. This is slap foul out of play. And Goebel battles back for the 2-2. Big pitch coming. 2-2 to the lefty at the plate. Runner takes off. It's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second is a little bit late, and a nice pick made by Messenger to keep that on the infield. It'll be a stolen bag for Shepardson. And then the strikeout is completed, getting Barrett to chase. So another runner in scoring position. Already a 2-0 Brookings lead from 2 runs in the home half of the first, I believe. Shepardson will be tying a shoe at the second base bag, and now he's set and play will resume. Jackson Krogman, the second baseman, flip it back to the right side, playing close to the line at third for Haggerty. Pitch from Goebel. He's got 2 strikeouts. First pitch swinging. It's put into play. A high chopper to second, and the runner stays put at second too. Interesting. 4-3 on the putout. I don't know why. Shepardson didn't take third on a ground ball to the right side. That is bizarre. But now it's 2 outs. So it'll be Cole Malum. That could help out the Hardhats. Now it's going to take a single to get him home. A wild pitch or a pass ball would have done the trick had he have done his job at second on a ground ball to the right side. First pitch, strike to Malum. Then the 0-1 is a fastball high, 1-1. Brookings is going to play 2 in a row as they will hang on and face Columbus after this game. Pitch missing. It's 2-1 to Malum, the catcher. Pitch. Back up the middle. It's going to sneak through past diving Messenger. They're going to send the runner home. Throw is a ground ball, but it scoots all the way to McGuire. It hit the mound and went on the ground, dug out by McGuire. He puts the tag down. I thought there was going to be a lot of fly balls knocked down because of the wind, and then there's going to be some shots from the arms of the outfielders, as is the case there. Alex Weaver's going to gun down the man at the plate and end the inning. How about that? It stays 2-0. We're quickly moving through this one at Augie. It's 2-0 Brookings as we head into the top of the third next on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
On 106.7 FM and 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and streaming at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
6 up, 6 down so far in the Hardhats lineup. Still looking for their first hit. Back in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, I'm Dylan Corbett. 2-0 Brookings leads the Hardhats in Game 1 of the Dakota Classic for Post 22. Schoen back out there. And can't get the call on the first pitch. It's 1-0 to Blake Weaver, followed by Thomas McGuire and Drew Messer riding a current 8-game hit streak. Pitch fouled at the plate. It'll be 1-1. One pitch. That's up at the letter. It's 2-1. Jace Caldwell was robbed of the first hit out in right field to end the second inning as a nice sliding, diving play by Zielinski ended the inning. Weaver is going to slap that into right field. There is the first hard hat hit of the game, and it's presented by Splash City, the #1 spa and hot tub retailer in the Black Hills. Splash City on 1024 Omaha Street, where no dream is too small or too ambitious for your backyard. It's hot tub season, I'm telling you. Nice day here, East River, minus the wind. Blake Weaver with the first hit of the game for the Hardhats. And now the tying run comes to the plate. It's Thomas McGuire. Watches one right down the middle, 0-1. Thomas McGuire, he's been swinging a hot bat of late. 0-1 pitch, takes a strike. One of 3 catchers on the roster. Of course, Ryan Schmidt, Thomas McGuire, and Dalton Klosterman, who's with us on the trip. McGuire 3 for 4 his last game. All 3 were singles. He drove home a run and scored 3 himself. Pitch outside with the 0-2. It's 1-2. Drew Messer on deck. And Blake Weaver leading off the first base bag. Close to the line at third. 1-2 curveball. This is looped out to right. However, it's going to stay up and be the first out as Zielinski's there. Another case of the wind maybe keeping that one up for the right fielder. 1 away. Number 9 batter, it's Drew Messer. Drew Messer, an 8-game hit streak. .442 batter, 5 runs batted in, 5 doubles, and a triple. Showing bunt, gets it down, and it's going to kick foul. Nice play over at third to let that go to the left of the line for Rickus. Messer is an excellent bunter. Takes a strike there. 0-1 with Weaver still at the bag at first. And a decent lead, nothing too extraneous. Wonder if he drops it down again. Looks like he's going to swing away, and we'll look at the pitch outside. Took something off, 1-1. The 1-1. That's a fastball outside, 2-1. See if the Hardhats can break through against Schoen. The tying run at the plate, they trail 2-0 in the top of the third. Pitch home as the runner takes off. It's popped up. Schoen hops right off the mound, gets there, throw to first. Diving back safely. The hit and run was on, and Blake Weaver heads up play to dart back to the bag. It's a pop-up just a couple feet in foul territory to the right side. And the pitcher, Schoen, spry off the mound to make the catch for out number 2. Brings in Mason Messenger, ground out to start the game, 5-3. Now he'll represent the tying run. Weaver still at first. Schoen to the plate, curveball. It stayed up above the belt, 1-0. Good news for the Hardhats, they have not gone down on strikes through the lineup once. Brookings has been stout defensively behind Schoen on the mound. And a fastball outside. It's 2-0 to Messenger. Two-0 pitch. Showing a look at the runner. Weaver a little bit more of a lead. Pop foul. That's going to drift over to the dugout as the wind claims another victim. It'll be 2-1 to Messenger after the foul ball. Schoen looking for 3 shutout innings to start his afternoon. Just past 12:30 local time. Pitch up at the eyes. Runner takes off. Throw it down to second. It is in time. They got him. The tag placed I thought the tag wasn't going to be there as the throw was a little to the left of the bag, but they got him trying to steal second. Weaver gunned down, and that will end the top of the third. Brookings, 2-0 lead so far. Jake Goebel back out to the mound next on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
Fox Sports Rapid City and streaming at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Back in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, I'm Dylan Corbett. It's the top of the order for Brookings in the home half of the third. They lead the Hardhats 2-0. Jake Goebel, first pitch, bunt attempt for Kreitner, and he fouls it right at the plate. Kreitner singled to start things off for Brookings in his first at-bat. Pretty good pitch, just an inch off the plate, 1-1. Put into play, a ground ball to Bachman at second. 4-3 for out number one here in the third. Here's Justin Devine.
There's no bad catch here. No bad catch. Not here. We were told. I think he was Renner. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yep. Sorry.
Here's the pitch home from Goebel, and another close one missing, this time inside 1-0. Justin Devine reached and scored back in the first. It'll be 2-0 to Devine. Pitch outside makes it 3-0. Devine had an adventurous path around the bases, moved to second on a wild pitch, a 1-4-3 ground out, moved him to third, and then he scored on a pass ball. Now he's going to draw the 4-pitch walk. With one away, a runner aboard. 2-0 Brookings. They're looking to add on in the third. Here's Jacob Schoen. Posing pitcher. Had an RBI in his last at-bat on that bizarre ground out off the pitcher's mitt over to the second baseman, Bachman. First pitch strike to Schoen. 0-1. Runner takes off, and it's fouled back to the screen. 0-2. So Justin Devine's got a pair of walks so far. Quickly 0-2 on Schoen. Goebel looking for a strikeout, and the bender is gotten away from the zone. 1-2. McGuire with a pump fake down to first, but no throw, and it'll be 1-2 to Schoen. Again, that was the strikeout pitch from Goebel. Wonder if he sticks with the fastball here for the 1-2. Runner takes off again, and it's fouled back. So a lot of running for Justin Devine to no avail so far. He did go back to the fastball for Schoen. Goebel with 2 strikeouts so far in 2 1/3 innings. Looks like something's going on over at the football stadium. Legends weekend here. Swing and a miss as the runner takes off again. The throw down to second. He got him. Strike him out, throw him out, and that'll end the inning. How about that? Third strikeout for Goebel. And Justin Devine, the third time he took off. The first two were pitches that were fouled back. And the third time was not the charm as he's gunned down by Thomas McGuire. It's still 2-0 motoring through game one of the Dakota Classic for the Hardhats as we head to the fourth inning on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented. And it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve health care that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Hardhats got to get something going as we're into the top of the fourth, and just the second time through the lineup, Mason Messenger, who was at bat when Blake Weaver was thrown out trying to swipe second, he'll get another look at Schoen. Puts it in the air. Wind is going to push this behind home plate. Is it playable? No, it's just going to sneak out behind the netting for strike one. Jacob Schoen is averaging 11 pitches per inning, absolutely cruising through the order the first time. Hardhats got a good first look at him. Now they'll see how they can properly attack him, as he's gotten 2 groundouts versus 6 flyouts so far. And of course, the caught stealing being the 9th out. Pitch on. Curveball, and it's a strike, 0-2. He shook off his catcher to throw the curveball, and he threw it for a strike. Now the 0-2. Fastball, and this is looped out to left, and it's going to get past the left fielder who nicked it away from the center fielder. That's going to allow Messenger to go to second with a double. Looped it out to left center. Trouble getting to it out there from Barrett, and then he knocked it away from Devine. So Messenger will have a double. Now the Hardhats might be in business. Here's Ryan Bachman and his 11-game hit streak. He flew out in the first inning out to right. An RBI opportunity here as the tying run, trailing 2-0. Nobody out after the leadoff double. Bachman swings at the first pitch he sees and is going to foul it off to the right. Justin Rose still a 2-shot lead at the U.S. Open in round 2. 0-1 curveball. Bachman puts it out of play once again, 0-2. Schoen has not logged a strikeout yet, which makes you think that the Hardhats are just moments away from breaking through after being shut out. They're looking for a high fastball here. And Bachman's going to rip it fair down the line. This is going to put the Hardhats on the board. It's an RBI double for Bachman as he slides in safely, now with a 12-game hit streak. Schoen Might have missed his location. In fact, the catcher was standing up wanting that high fastball, and he put it right down the middle, right in the happy zone for Bachman as he's going to rip that fair, and it's 2-1. Brings in Hegre, and he takes ball one. So Bachman just keeps on hitting. 12-game hit streak for the second baseman. Called strike on Hegre. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Hegre shoots this out to right. Catch is made. Bachman will not tag, and there is out number one. Zielinski putting that one away. Here's Alex Weaver. He's got a defensive assist out in center field already in this one, cutting down a runner at home plate. And Alex Weaver, not too often he plays in center field. Looks rather comfortable so far here today. Chance to tie the game. He'll look at a strike. Weaver popped out to the shortstop on the infield in his first at-bat. Schoen trying to preserve the now 2-1 lead for Brookings here in the top of the fourth. One out. Tying run at second, and back-to-back fastballs for strikes to Weaver on the outer edge. It'll be 0-2. Hardhats now out hitting Brookings 3-2, but they trail in the run column. 0-2 pitch. Reaching for one. A good fastball blows it by Weaver, who's down swinging. That's the first punch out in the Hardhat order. And it's a big out number two for Schoen on the mound. It'll be up to Branson Keel. He's the go-ahead run at the plate. Bachman stranded out at second so far as the tying run. Branson Keel a ground out in his first try. Curveball laid off for ball one. First base open. Caldwell in the on-deck circle. 1-0. Missing, low and inside. It'll be 2-0 to Keel. Keel's got 14 RBI on the year, a .350 batter coming in. Looking for RBI number 15 here. He's got a good count, 2-0. Good fastball in there, 2-1. See if Keel will put the bat on something with the 2-1. And 2 outs. Curveball watched as Keel's yet to lift the bat off the shoulders. He might not have to if he doesn't see something in the zone. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch home. This is ricocheted right back up the middle. They're going to send Bachman home. Here comes the throw. It is just late. He slides head first underneath the tag. The throw allows Keel to go out to second. We're tied at 2 as the Hardhats celebrate just outside the dugout. Strong throw, might have just caught an extra hop as it bounced shoulder high, allowing the tag to be just a hair behind the head first dive from Bachman. He does it all, doesn't he? I'll go a single for Keel. He moves to second on the throw, and he's got the tying RBI. Whole new ball game here in the top of the fourth. Now a go-ahead run in scoring position and a 1-1 count now after a strike called on Caldwell. Caldwell flew out to right. As a matter of fact, he was robbed out in right by a diving play from Zielinski. 1-1. This is looped foul. Wynn's going to push it out of play. It'll be 1-2 to Caldwell. Keel heads up base running, taking second after the throw home. Now he is the go-ahead run in scoring position. We're tied at 2. Hardhats breaking through here in the fourth. Swing and a miss. He chased a high fastball out of the zone, and that'll end the inning. Second punch out of the frame for Schoen, but the damage is done. Hardhats will tie it. Ryan Bachman extends his hit streak to 12 games with an RBI double to make it 2-1, and heads up base running from the man himself to score the tying run on a base hit to center with 2 outs as well. Whole new ball game. It's 2-2. We're halfway through Game 1 of the 2019 Dakota Classic on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats TV.
Baseball on 106.7 FM and 11:50 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and streaming at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Tied at 2 after the Hardhats grabbed 2 runs in the top of the fourth. We're halfway through the matchup between Brookings and the Hardhats in pool play. Dylan Corbett with you in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. 1-1 will be the count as it's the middle of the order. Parker Rickus, Rhett Zielinski, Tanner Shepardson against Jake Goebel, who now has new life in a tie game. Just got a piece. It'll be 1-2. Goebel has not surrendered a run since 2 came across in the first inning of work for the tall right-hander. It'll be a 1-2. Curveball gets away from him. Again, that's the strikeout pitch he likes to go to in his mix. But honestly, it might be the fastball placed well that might be more lethal as a strikeout weapon. 2-2. He goes to the fastball, and voila, there's a strikeout. Swing and a miss up out of the zone for out number 1 as Rickus is set down. And now here's a fellow strikeout victim, Rhett Zielinski. Goebel, a quick worker, gets a high chopper. It's going to be over the mound, and it's going to be a tough play for anybody. That'll be an infield hit as Messenger couldn't get a hold of it, but even if he did, I don't think he had a shot. Zielinski, an infield bouncer, and there's the go-ahead run on base with 1 away. Tanner Shepardson, he was cut down as the go-ahead run by Alex Weaver out in center after he reached on an E5. Runner takes off. It's a called strike. Throw down to second. Do we have another caught stealing? We do. Thomas McGuire and Shepardson both showing off the arms. No one has successfully swiped the bag so far. I beg your pardon. Shepardson did, but he has been the only one. That's now the third caught stealing across both sides. There goes the go-ahead run, and now it's 1-1 to Shepardson. You got to watch his opponent behind the plate throw out another runner. 1-1. Pitch upstairs. It'll be 2-1 to Shepherdson now with the bases clear in the home half of the fourth. Some familiar teams here for the Dakota Classic. Fargo, of course, from North Dakota. Here's a ground ball to short. It's a one-hopper. Stayed with it was Messenger, and a strong throw to get him. Nice play. 6-3, and they get out of the inning. Nothing made of a one-out single as McGuire throws him out trying to swipe second. And they get through the inning scoreless as we head into the fifth. Still tied at 2 here on Fox Sports Rapid City and Hardhats Television.
On 106.7 FM and 11:50 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and streaming at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Schoen still out there as we enter the top of the fifth inning, tied at 2. And first pitch in there to greet Blake Weaver with a strike. Dylan Corbett here with you in the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Ricky Larson to my right, producer and engineer of Hardhats TV. Pitch goes behind Weaver with a breaking ball, 1-1. One from the right-hander. Bounces one in, 2-1. Surrendered 2 runs in the fourth, giving up the lead, and now